Today on Running to Him.
We must be strong and courageous in our walk with God through Christ. Today we will be reading Deuteronomy Chapters 31 and 32 and concentrate on verses 31, 6 through 8. Deuteronomy 31, 6 through 8 says, "Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or tremble at them, for the Lord your God is the one who goes with you. He will not fail you or forsake you." And then Moses called to Joshua and said to him in the sight of all Israel, "Be strong and courageous, for you shall go with this people into the land which the Lord has sworn to their fathers to give them, and you shall give it to them as an inheritance. The Lord is the one who goes ahead of you. He will be with you. He will not fail you or forsake you. Do not fear or be dismayed." Now I can imagine what Joshua and Caleb felt when Moses informed them of his pending death. They'd been with him for 40 years, and now they were being called upon to take over the leadership of the people who had caused Moses so much grief. Even though Joshua was well respected and was viewed by the people as Moses' second, it's always tricky for a person who takes over from a strong leader. This is particularly true if the person moves from the second in command slot to the command slot in their own organization. It's widespread in the military not to promote the deputy commander to the commander slot in the same unit. The reasons for this decision are subtle, but relatively obvious. The deputy is seen as one of the masses, whereas the commander sits alone at the top. So when they are ready to promote the deputy to the commander slot, they are generally moved to the command of a different slot. The words translated as strong and courageous have distinct meanings. In Hebrew, strong means to take hold of or to prevail. The picture might be to prepare ourselves to prevail over the event or situation that we are being introduced to. Joshua was to face hostile forces both outside and inside the Israelites. The Hebrew word translated courageous brings with it the meaning of a resilient, firm, or powerful something. When we are going to slay a giant, we need to be able to take some lickings in the battle. I can only think of one time in the Old Testament when an army was defeated without anyone physically fighting it. When the Syrian army attempted to take Jerusalem, King Hezekiah prayed, and 185,000 of the enemy army were killed overnight. See 2 Kings 19:14 and following. We must be strong. We must be courageous in our walk with Christ. He will lead us into situations that will challenge our walk. We must have the courage to recognize that it is God's battle to fight, not our own. We need to grasp the promises of God and keep them close to us.
Thank you for listening. We pray that today's devotion was meaningful to you. We would love to hear from you. You can use either Facebook or YouTube to like, subscribe, share, and tell others about us. If you would like to contact us, you can reach me at phineasjacobus@runningtohim.net.